ladies, I'm back. I have some things I want to show you right quick. But first I want to tell you, I don't know if on Facebook you have noticed the bakery called Crimped Crust. And Crystal is the owner of Crimped Crust, and she's one of my friends. And she does pop-ups here in my little designer shop every few weeks, and tomorrow is a pop-up. So in a little bit I'm going to go out and finish decorating the outside of our office for Christmas. We have a wreath to hang and some ornaments to hang, and I'll show you how that looks later. But there's 3 other things that I'm going to show you in this video specifically. In just a few minutes I'm going to be posting about this gift basket on my blog, and I showed you yesterday this cute little plastic tote, farm fresh Christmas trees. And so I just put a Christmas tree, a little Christmas tree down in here with some gold foil tinsel, some of these little crinkle paper shreds, apples, candy canes, and then I don't know if you can see it here, I've included, what are these things called? Canvas board to write a recipe on. I put a little easel in there, and so the recipe is for caramel sauce. And I just think it'd be so cute to have this recipe board beside the bowl of caramel sauce and sliced apples there. But wouldn't this make a cute little gift basket? Homemade Christmas gift basket for your neighbor or a shut-in who would really enjoy the personal touch. So there's that, and I'm going to have it on the blog in a little bit. And then yesterday we did the video of making these elegant candlesticks. We used a little short candlestick and glued it to this glass vase, and then layered the salt and glitter. And so you know how to do that. I'm going to show you another application for these glass vases and this little small shaped vase. The reason I'm showing you some of these smaller elements now is because next week I plan to show you how to do an entire tablescape or table centerpiece that you can leave out all winter. And as you're preparing for Thanksgiving dinner, and have your house decorated for Thanksgiving, if you're not ready for Christmas yet, you can quickly add touches of Christmas into it, and it'll transition through the season very easily. So these pieces that I'm doing this week, I will be using next week. So I'll scoot that over out of my way. Now, as you know, no, I'm not going to start with that one. I'm going to start with this one. You know I love Dollar Tree and thrift stores and Goodwill. Anywhere I can find pieces to repurpose, I will. And I usually get an idea in my head and I try to figure out how I can do that. Or if I'm looking online and I see something I like, but it's in a price range that I don't really want to spend, I figure out a way to get the same look for less. So again, I'm going to use this little glass candle holder that you could just stick a taper candle in, but I want an ornament ball topiary. So I got this big ball. It's from the Dollar Tree. I got this ball from the Dollar Tree. These are tree ornaments. I've actually already popped the ornament holder out of there. And then this little Christmas tree. So I'll show you what I'm going to do with that. So we need to take the ornament holder off first. Now if you wanted to, you could paint these with glue, cover them with glitter. You could use one of these Sharpie markers and write Merry Christmas. I could spray paint it white and make it with some Sharpie mark chips in it to look like an Enamelware ornament ball. There's a million things you can do, but this is what we'll do today. So I have my glue that's more permanent for glass. I'm just gonna put that around the edge. Then I'm also going to use hot glue just like I did yesterday. So I've got two forms of making this ball secure, because if it would get cold, the hot glue could pop loose. Now, to be honest, I don't always use two forms of glue, but when I'm assembling glass pieces, I do like to use both. Pretty much my go-to glue is hot glue. So now I'm just going to take that tip where I popped the holder off and put it right there. And now here's where it gets tricky. So I don't want my topiary to be cattywampus. It might still be. And if it is and I need to redo it, I can. So anyway, I'm just going to put glue right here where the other ornament holder came from. And this ball is plastic. This is styrofoam. And I don't think that matters. I like the different looks. You could have them all matching if you wanted to. You could have all silver, just whatever you wanted to do, but I wanted the variety of color. And so where that ornament holder came out, I put the glue. I think I got it straight. So now this is a little Christmas tree ornament, and I obviously do not need that jingle bell. So I'm gonna see if I can pop this off with a wire cutter. Well, not so much. Maybe it's my wire cutters. Okay, plan B. I'm going to just pull the jingle bell off instead of cutting the wire. Okay, and I do want the star on top, and I don't want this to stick out of there weirdly. But what I don't want is this string and this little circle here. So I'm going to see if I can snap that off. And so yeah, that just came right off. So once again, I'm going to stick this wire, I don't know if you can see it, right down in what I hope is the center of this ball. Obviously you can see I don't measure much, just kind of eyeball it and hope it works. If it doesn't, it's fixable. So then there you have a little topiary, and you can work it into your mantle. You can put it on your centerpiece. You can set it up like this. But it's just a little Christmas ball topiary. I love it. So there's another use for that glass candlestick, and those sell out so fast at Dollar Tree. I found 3 or 4 of them at Goodwill, and they were marked 69 cents, and then I think it was half price off day, so it was half price off of that. So I was holding them in my hand with some other stuff, and without realizing it, dropped them, and they shattered on the floor. So I waited till Dollar Tree got some more, but I did offer to pay for them at Goodwill, but they just swept them up and said that was fine. So thank goodness. Not that it would have broken me up, but okay. So this is a little shaped vase, adorable in and of itself by its own right. So I'm going to turn it upside down, and then I'm going to add a circle of the glass glue. This is E6000 for those of you who wonder. And then I'm going to add the hot glue. I've actually had a really nice piece of glass that was broken several years ago at an event that we decorated for, and I think I've realized I can fix it with that E6000 glue, so I'm going to give it a try. If it works, I may just show you. So now I'm going to stick this right down on top of here. It's just a little bigger, and I'm going to try to make sure it's centered. Press it down nicely. I'm going to do the same thing, but of course I'll have 2 levels. I like 2 levels, but some people's brains hate 2 levels or off-centered or asymmetrical. So if you want them symmetrical, you can get both the same height. So now this may seem kind of repetitive, but if it's hard for you to think up ideas, I'm just showing you how easy it is to use pieces that you may have stuck under your kitchen sink, literally, from gifts that people, flowers that people have given you, and you can repurpose them. You know, you don't have to go to Dollar Tree and buy the exact things I'm buying. I'm going to show you things that aren't just specifically Dollar Tree. Later in some other videos, but just have fun with it. So I'm going to put ornaments in these. You may not feel safe burning candles, so I'm just going to add some ornaments. These add a really nice touch of festivity. And I want I help decorate at the school some, and just with the way the budgets are structured there, sometimes we really have to decorate for fairly large events, well, in the past with a lot of people, and so we would need to cover a lot of tables without spending much money. And so all of this came from the Dollar Tree. I used parts of 2 tubes, those were $1 each, and then I used the 4 vases. So once again, these would be so pretty on a table. You could sprinkle glitter around if you didn't want glitter. You could put this beside it. You could add a bow. But the sky is the limit. There's really no stopping once you start using your imagination. And these are very inexpensive. And I believe that your home can be a haven, a place of comfort and joy during this season. And I know that we're all longing for community. People are isolated and feel lonely. And so we can do our part to reach out and show kindness and love and comfort and joy to our own families. So I'll be back to show you the outside of the office when I'm finished with that. And you can also log on to my blog and see the blog post with the gift basket. I don't have that done yet, but it will be there soon. See ya. Okay, bye.